Today's a new day. And today, we'll see if we finish this game. And by game, I mean storyline. Anyway, we have done all the challenges that we've encountered, so what is this? What's this?
What's this wuss one?
Alright, we want Troy.
Really, interesting place you've got here, huh? Homie.
What do you want?
Oh, well, the team just wanted to see if there was anything in particular you wanted. You know, figured it was a good idea to keep you happy, only because that keeps us happy. We're definitely not wanting anything in return. Anything you'd like added to catering? Anything to spruce up your, lair here? A particular opponent you'd like to face?
Bring me a sacrifice.
Excuse me?
Any opponent who faces me is doomed. A sacrifice.
Oh, okay. A sacrifice. Got it. Okay. I'll set it up.
Let me have the. Please, not Asuka. The story gate. Well, we already did all the things, so from what I see, we're the car we're getting from Asuka. Please don't tell me we had to. Please don't tell me she's a sacrifice.
I might be seeing things, but it looks like the captain is pretty worn down.
I wouldn't trust that, Saxton. I bet she's
There we
coiled
go.
up like a snake, ready to strike. She does look tired, though.
I guess harnessing supernatural powers over a period of time will do that to someone. Who knows?
Oh, the arm's trapped.
Yeah.
Oh, and a slam.
Telling her opponent that she has
Come
even
on.
more left in her tank.
And that definitely
Come
made
on, Nikki.
solid impact.
Come on.
Great awareness as she proves to be too quick.
Answer after answer for each other's offense here.
Big right hand. She's forced to go to the defensive now.
She can withstand the punishment, though.
Trap the arm. Big kicker. She could end it here. And shoulders up before a count of one.
Just looking for ways to wear out her opponent.
And she denies cross.
Jarring European uppercut. Ooh! She's pumping herself up, reaching out for that burst of energy.
She heads into the ring. Why is she still boasting around? She's in a fight, for goodness sake. Reversal! Can she capital? And a chill comes over the arena as she channels forces beyond our understanding. And her opponent looks absolutely drained.
Wouldn't you be, Cole?
Oh, the heel hook. Stretch. She's got the shoulders down. She doesn't even get a count of one.
She is showing us something special here tonight.
What a barrage of stops.
Oh, look at this. Hair pull slam. Solely focused on the corner.
Spiked.
Counters that.
Dodges out of the way.
She is just desperately trying to fight out of it.
Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex.
And she's gone after her opponent's core a few times now.
Bringing them to their feet with an elbow drop. Cover. 2. Kick out. She still has life.
This is no time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming.
Yes. Maybe if I do this. Perfect. Now Rio goes possessed voice. Behold the power of my arm.
Well, Nikki Cross manages the counter. Hooked up. Fisherman suplex.
You pathetic, idiot, imbecile. What are you trying to do?
Oh, piercing
I
the
didn't
sternum.
see that. I didn't see that. Okay, it is. Oh, why am I always getting late?
Forearm after forearm after forearm.
Brutality.
Who said that? Who was cheering? Who was cheering?
Uh-oh.
No.
Fought back with a punch to the gut.
It's all right.
Package driver.
And now.
Cross looks lost and won't like what's coming.
Come on, Nikki.
Tight spot for Cross here.
No.
This is out.
She
That's
deserves
it.
more. She deserves
You can
one
see
more.
her struggling to
And
find her
her.
bearings.
Here we go again. Leave the night light on for her, because this is over. Makes a cover. And a big victory here tonight.
Here is your winner, Romy Styles!
Nikki Cross suffers defeat.
Losing like this would demoralize a normal superstar, but lucky for Nikki, she's far from normal.
Apply to the actions that I have performed. The sea has been me.
Now I want Troy. Now I want Troy to. Now I want Troy's soul. Ah! I forgot to close my windows. I can hear I feel like the airplane will pick up the mic. Give me a second. Okay, well. Good thing I look at my OBS to figure out that my mic is muted. Back to. Now, what was I gonna say? I'm not gonna use the voice.
Not gonna use this voice.
Not gonna use this voice.
I was gonna use my normal voice because, yes, Asuka is my favorite. Is one of my favorite female wrestlers in WWE. Please don't make me use that soul technique on her. I wonder how many people got downloaded Shane's song in this game. No! Don't! Asuka! Ah! I'm sorry, Asuka. I have to do this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Asuka. Ah! Oh, come on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really am. Please. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Lure Asuka into the wait. Equipment boxes. Oh. You're making it worse. Wait. Is this it? Oh. Oh my god. Ah! Unless it's... Don't make this difficult, Asuka! Ah! I'm sorry! This game made me! This game made me do this! No. Ah! 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 Asuka, no! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah! Stop it, please! Please just... Oh no, I didn't have to use a combo! Oh gosh! Wait, no, come on. Come on, let's just talk here. Wait, wrong one. Okay, so wait, that's not it. Is it here? Here's the equipment box. That's the parking lot. Please don't. Oh gosh. Oh, wait. Asuka, we can talk about. Wait, we could just team up, okay? Let's just find the equipment box, okay? Okay, please. I want to know where it is. Is it right here? This does not look like... Oh, restricted area. That's right. You could, yeah, you see, look at Asuka. We can heal. We can heal this way. Wait! Wait, we can talk! We can talk about this! Asuka, we can talk about this. Oh, I'm sorry. Please just give me the... I don't want you... I don't... No, don't do it. No. No! What am I doing? Don't do it! Don't do it! Run! Yes, run! I'll run. Oh. 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 I told you Asuka's was one of my favorite wrestlers in WWE now. I don't know how I felt when she lost at Backlash. Guess it wasn't really yours, Ryoko. The power in the amulet. We think? Wait, what? The power in the amulet wants to belong to both of us, and it didn't need his container anymore.
The power is mine. Not yours. I will get it back and use it to destroy you!
Come on, can we not? We think that was a challenge. Let's do the thing. Please don't hurt us. Oh man, I feel darkness inside. Can we? I need to talk to you.
After the match.
It's important.
After the match!
No. Please let it end in
Only in
DQ.
WWE will you get a match not just between athletes, but between opposing supernatural forces.
There's been a dark force that's always played a part in the WWE universe, and I think
Oh,
we'll see
God, what happened to
battle
your
for that
body?
title tonight.
I don't know if
I'll
either
save
Asuka
you!
or Cap can
I'll
actually
save you!
wield the power, but I know it can only be one of them.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And a carefully measured knee drop. Pick!
I'll save you.
Measured elbow drop.
Just go
driven
eat.
down.
Just let me. Just let this match quick. Let this match end quick. Oh come on. Please. Oh god. I'm sorry for what I'm about. Wait, actually I could just do this.
Bang, drop kick.
That kind of work, I
Asuka
guess.
Experiencing a little bit of what it's like to be cut down to size. Yeah, but too soon to
I
be
will
worried.
respect you. Yeah, I get okay, see? Look, I even letting you heal. Come on. There we go, see? Ah! Okay, wait.
Didn't go as Asuka designed.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch. Asuka's being overwhelmed.
Rare to see Asuka in distress like this.
I know, but I had to do it!
Into a
You have to remind me.
backbreaker. Fantastic.
And up the turnbuckles we go.
She starts to rise back up, but does she know where she is?
Let this.
Blast off.
Diving brain chop.
Alright. Yeah.
Attempt to strike
Ah!
here, but Asuka counters with the spin
I deserve
kick.
that.
She's invoking
No.
the soul siphon.
No!
If
God
Asuka
damn it,
got her
stop
grip,
it!
There's no hope for Asuka.
Stop it!
Wait, is Asuka trying to fight it?
Asuka's doing more than fighting it.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
using the same power against her.
Is this really
Oh my
happening?
God.
Get on board, Saxton. The real question is, who's more powerful?
And Asuka's down.
Asuka was foolish to try something that Cap has already
What the-
perfected.
Does that even count as a pin? She's not even touching Asuka.
I guess it counted because it's over.
You know, that's not the spirit of the rule.
Neither
Yeah,
is
it's not. It
floating an
sucks.
opponent during a match.
Michael, back me up here.
Guys, when you've been around here as long as I have, you learn not to question these things.
Yeah, exactly. You stupid. You two are stupid.
Oh my, they're both down.
Is
See?
this even something medical can help with?
If I were them, I'd stay far away from whatever's happening.
I blame Troy. I blame Troy. I blame Troy. It was like something from a movie. This is why you don't mess with creepy stuff. Alexa, we're gonna have a talk. Yo, we're gonna have a talk. You did this.
Look who decided to wake up.
Where am I?
Trainer's room. You passed out in the ring.
I don't understand. I defeated Asuka. All of the amulet's power that escaped should have come back to me.
That's what I was trying to tell you. The amulet didn't disappear because its power was going to you and Asuka. It disappeared because you both had fed it enough to unleash the creature.
What?
That's where the power is now. Haven't you noticed?
I have felt a bit weaker lately.
You were only a vessel, a way for the creature to rebuild its strength until it was ready to break free. Now, you know how sometimes people have to fight their metaphorical demons in this business? I think this time, you might have to fight yours. Literally. That is, if you can.
I'm ready. I actually feel more like myself than I have in a long time.
I hope so. I don't think you'll have all the powers you've been using lately to take this on. You'll need to draw on everything else you've got inside you to defeat the darkness you unleashed.
Does this mean takes on check? That can't be right. Ryoko takes on what? What? Who was our opponent? I want to see what she looks like. What our opponent looks like. What is this creature?
I thought we had seen it all, but now this? Do we really have to stay?
Everyone in that arena needs therapy after this match.
And call this match?
They say the safest place to be during a creepy supernatural match is right at ringside.
Who says that, Cole?
I just made it up. Make Byron feel better. Did it work?
Nope.
Backbreaker, my goodness, look at the torque. And a rack drop.
Will that be it? Will that be enough? Shoulders down.
And she's able to stop the count early.
How? How?
The heaviest artillery has been used, but it's not enough for the three.
Boom!
How dare you? How dare you? How
Arm
dare
control
you?
applied and a kick right to the midsection.
This is so weird. Imagine wrestling in this costume. Oh,
Modified
that would be
cloverleaf
so funny.
applied.
Oh, into a backbreaker. Painful. And she's using this moment to summon all of her strength. Hooking the arm for a Fujiwara armbar.
Yes.
Fujiwara armbar applied.
Twists the arm and a big boot to the guts.
Not done yet.
Leg trapped.
Not done yet.
Looking for the heel hook stretch.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
And she's in total control.
Yeah, she is handling her business here.
Oh, man.
Jarring European uppercut.
And Manifestation got tested there.
Not done yet. Yes.
Fujiwara
Yes.
armbar applied.
Wait, what? Wait! I found this thing.
A heel hook locked in. You can almost hear the opponents yelling in agony.
And she continues to take on an overbearing offense.
And every attempt of her own offense is being subdued.
Taking him up.
Stop. Stop it.
Wiping that smug look right off her face. Their opponent gets countered with a right hand.
And now thrown back into the ring. She's rummaging around under the ring here.
Wait, hold on a minute. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What? There was no DQ?
Come on now.
Are you serious? You serious? There was no DQ?
Small package driver.
Are you? Stop it. Stop it.
Grabbing the momentum here.
Stop it.
She hasn't been giving her opponent
Stop
any
it.
reprieve.
Yeah.
She was clearly waiting
No.
for the...
That offense taking a toll on her. Turned that one around. And back into the ring.
No, you.
Honestly say, I've never ever called anything like this in my entire career
God
here.
dang!
I have, but it was an old man with a long mustache. Cover here!
Shoulder up even before a 1 count.
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more. Oh, could this be it? Tuck her in. It's bedtime.
God dang. You want to go that way? Fine. We're going to do
And now
something
she's
special.
getting back into the ring.
No, I have enough.
Tagging this outside.
This could be good.
You want to use weapons? You got it.
And
You
she's
got it.
wasting no time.
You got it.
taking
Here's
things
your
on,
weapon.
bringing this
Use
chance
that.
to play.
And I use this.
God, just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further.
Oh my gosh, what impact.
Good.
Just one right after the other. Can't be stopped.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out. John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
A commanding
I
rush
was
of
gonna heal.
attacks on her here.
Yeah, she's being met with a
I like that,
roadblock
huh?
every time.
How do you like that?
No, driving
Come on.
down with the
Come on.
sledgehammer.
Come on. I learned this from Thor.
Just one step ahead with the
Okay,
lariat.
well, it didn't work.
Boom!
Get back up. Get back up.
Impressive
Ah!
reversal there.
She's tipping the scales here a bit. Ooh, point of the elbow counters that.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
She's gaining momentum here, guys.
Yeah, she just continues to unload on her opponent.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
Ah, yes. It is an
Well, she
equalizer.
definitely wants to hurt her competition as much as possible, if the table's any indication.
What the? Okay, let's try this again.
And what's she
Perfect.
gonna do at this table? Set up a buffet. What do you think she's gonna do, Saxton?
Oh, damn it!
She's
What?
got the
I just-
shovel now. Remind me to not get on her backside. She steers clear. of
Oh
that
my
one.
gosh.
Oh, I hope they back up. They're getting too close for comfort. Well, no one's paying attention to you, Saxton.
Don't give me,
They're too
give me
busy
that.
beating
Give me
the
that.
tar
How do you
out
like
of
it,
each
huh? Huh? How would you like it, huh?
The
Huh?
shovel
Huh?
right
Do you like
to
this,
the
man?
head. Scary pattern
Oh,
starting to form as that upper area takes more damage. Able to elude it.
And that was an efficient form of offense with that move. Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
You get in there.
Back in under the ropes. Uh-oh, clearing off the
Yeah, good. Yeah, I am. I'm done. I'm done.
Worse.
Come here.
This is not going to be pretty.
I don't want to see this happen.
Come here. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're
She
doing?
wants
What do you
to
think you're doing
take
that?
this one outside the ring and
What do you think
change.
you're doing that?
Oh,
No.
man.
Get
With that
Stop it.
shovel.
And the damage is just going to keep on coming if you can't find the defense for this.
Oh my gosh.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, and a reversal.
Waistlock go behind.
Yeah!
Up and over with a German
Yeah.
suplex. We're not finished.
Yeah!
Another one.
Yeah!
Come on, enough is enough.
Yeah!
Continuing to punish
I'm not
their
done yet.
opponent with a
I'm not
German.
done yet. You know what? I'm not done yet. We're gonna do something even better.
Oh, the table's being set on fire.
Yeah!
I can't wait.
Yeah! Yeah! You ain't gonna be ready for this. Come here. Come here.
Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Oh, look at her. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Guys, this is going to be nasty.
Yeah!
Things off right now.
Yeah!
A wake of destruction and demolished announce table.
Yeah!
These two are
Come
dead
on!
set on
What's up?
destroying each other.
Let's go! Come on! I'm not done with you yet. No, I'm not done with you yet. Get your demon.
Goes under the ropes to get back inside.
Demon butt inside the ring.
What a shot.
What are you doing?
Brutality.
What I told you about
Right
staying
at
up.
you. And now she finds herself only playing defense.
She's got to reestablish herself back into the match now.
Have some nerve. Breaking the table.
Boom! Right on target. You can almost see the gears turning in their head as they set up the table.
Have some nerve. You know what? Guess what?
More attacks to the neck area.
Not a pretty sight to witness.
She turns it right around with a counter.
Good chance for her to gain her wits about her.
Dumped face first.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
She avoids the contact.
Oh. To the table.
Ooh, caught with a knee to the mush.
And returning to the ring.
Oh my gosh.
Hoisted up from behind. Oh my goodness. The accordion wreck. And the wreck drop.
That wasn't so bad.
But that's not it. I don't know what is.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. Kick out at one.
Unbelievable. More like inhuman.
Was not able to seal the deal with her best move. Now she's asking, what more can I do?
What?
Has it hooked in, and there's a small package driver.
I'm done with you.
And no countouts means she has the whole outside to play with. She's getting
That can't be. No, no.
Yes,
Where's Joey
yes,
Styles when you
yes.
need him? Launching. What impact.
And now. Oh, on the table! I am the table!
And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle.
I am the table!
You gotta be kidding me!
Just crashing down with high impact.
Okay, well that's somehow worked. Alright, get in
Brought back
there.
into the ring from the floor now. She's going for it.
That should be it.
Well, we don't really know what that was, but it's over.
It's
Yeah, I
looking
guess.
like not only a victory, but the beginning of a new chapter for the Cap.
And maybe the end of an old one. That was a different woman in the ring than we've seen the past few weeks.
What now?
It's gone.
And I thought I had no clue.
Hold
what was
on.
going
The
before.
ref
You
says
know
I'm
what?
done.
I give up.
Well, Manifest Destiny complete. Well, he did it. You're now freed from evil, from the darkness. Be careful what you wish for. The manifestation. Asuka. A woman's darkness of self-attire. And a man and emotion entrance the evil within. Congrats on vanquishing the demon. Just be careful when it comes to these things. What's past is never gone. Hey, you're finally done being evil now? Can you finally please call me back? We got 41. Mick? Okay, hi William. What do you think of the evil thing?
How are you feeling? Hopefully more like yourself.
I feel normal.
Yep.
Which, after everything I went through, is strange. And there are still some things I don't fully understand.
Sometimes to understand, we must look past what does not make sense and only take the world at its meaning.
Who said that?
I just did. I'm British, so everything I say sounds fancy. Anyway, glad to have you back.
I don't know if either William wrote this or I don't know who. Alright, so we got Rhea. And Liv Morgan. But, got a challenge from the legend himself.
Now that you've crawled through the darkness, do you finally see the light?
Mick Foley.
Sometimes, but other times I'm just known as Mankind.
What are you doing here?
If there is anyone who understands the journey you're on, it's good old Mick and all his faces. I'm like your fairy godfather.
For some reason, I don't know if that's Mick. I don't know. I don't know that I haven't heard. Actually, to be honest, I haven't heard Mick's voice in a long time. So
My fairy godfather?
You got that right. I've done everything there is to do in WWE. Dude Love was a superstar.
Yep.
Cactus Jack was the most brutal man on earth.
Bang, bang.
And Mankind ate the sins for all the world.
Believe me, I know. You're one of my heroes.
Great. I'm here to trip the light fantastic down memory lane and give you the opportunity to try something unique via Mick's special pixie dust. Besides, after what you've just been through, I'm guessing you'd like someone around who knows a little something about what you experienced.
Yes.
Doesn't seem like there's too many of us, that's for sure.
You were taking souls, but what Mankind would take was punishment.
Oh, yeah.
I lived for it. The more abuse there was, the stronger I became. How much could you take, Cap?
I could take all of it.
Then you need to test your limits in the match that made Mankind legendary. Hell in a Cell. And I've got just the opponent and a little bit of my pixie dust to make it feel extra special.
Let's go to hell!
I think that's exactly what I need to put this all behind me. Let's go to hell.
Evo is so who's our opponent? That was a Hell in a Cell, but the question is who's the opponent?
Hell in a Cell. The most nefarious, unforgiving structure in WWE, and one that transformed my career forever. Your supernatural powers may have been otherworldly, but let's take it down to earth as we find out how you fare against the ninth wonder of the world. And if you really want to pay tribute to my pal Mankind, you'll know sometimes a fall can push you even higher. Have a nice day.
I gotta get out of here! I'm out. And now, our first Hell in a Cell match. The ringside area of the Hell in a Cell match is very narrow. Your moveset will be adjusted to work within the constraints of the environment. Strike your opponent. Hold L towards the apron wall and press X to grapple. Irish whip your opponent. Interesting. Nope. While at ringside during a Hell in a Cell match, use a ringside attack and Irish whips on opponents to break the sections of the walls near the corners. Nope. Nope, not done yet. Wait. Ah. Come on. I know we had to sell this in Hell in a Cell. I want to sell this here. Oh gosh. No. No, I think I'm done. I wasn't ready for that. Ah! Ah! What happened? What is China doing? What is she doing? Oh, good, I'm up. Ah. Oh gosh. Nope. Oh God. Oh, this is where. Nope. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Oh, perfect. No, I want more. Go down? I don't think so. Let's go, China. You and me. Come on. Oh gosh, no, 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 please, no. Oh! Yeah! Ah! And now, oh, China, I see you're still alive. You fell for my trap. No, trap. Psych. You fell for my trap. I'm not done yet. One more time, and this will finish it. Yeah. Oh, well, sorry. I can't. It would have been one more time if China didn't counter it, but I did it.
Here is your winner, Roman Styles.
Ah, yes. Perfect. I did it. I did something no one ever did. Now my reward. Which is 10? I think 10x. I think 10 points. I don't remember. Oh, 12. Did that hurt, Ryoko? Seriously, did that hurt? Mick is such a cool. Mick Foley's such a nice guy. Defense up. No. I might focus on submission next. Rhea, you'll be safe for later.
You're certainly making waves around here. Are you still spooky?
Not so much.
Cool.
I actually wanted to talk to you about your work outside of WWE.
Yeah.
You made some waves yourself.
I try to keep busy.
How do you manage it all? TV shows, movies, red carpet appearances, all on top of being a WWE superstar?
You're making it sound much more glamorous than it is. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of hustle that no one ever sees, or jobs that lead to dead ends. And with my schedule, I don't always manage it all.
You don't?
I gotta say no to a lot of stuff. For instance, they wanted to book me on this food web series, and I can't do it because I already committed to a movie premiere on the same night.
Yeah.
That sounds overwhelming, to have to juggle everything.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. Hey, if you're interested in expanding your reach into Hollywood, would you want to do the web series? It's a pretty small show, so I doubt it'll be your big break by any means, but it could be a good learning experience. Just try not to let it explode like your experience on The Bump.
Oh, yeah. Raquel.
If they'll have
Let's do
me,
it.
I'll definitely do it. What's the gig?
You've heard of Cheese Please, the internet cheese smelling show? It's doing okay on social media. Hope you like smelling things.
Out of context.
Big fan of smelling things.
Even more bigger out of
Right.
context.
Anyway, thanks for taking this off my plate. Makes it easier to suggest you than just saying no. And good luck in your match with Xia Li that's coming up. Don't go stinking up the joint.
The true Hollywood story. Oh. Weird.
I don't get it. The captain's been all over the internet because of a cheese-smelling show?
You're talking about cheese, please. Love that show, and Cap was great on it.
Her observations about Gruyere pairings were actually quite astute.
Oh, this is cheesy, even for you two.
Please stop with the cheese
The
pumps.
modified cloverleaf applied.
Oh, into a backbreaker. Painful.
Oh, what are you doing?
Pinning down their opponent's arm.
Dropping the knee for more punishment.
Nope. Miss.
Looking wobbly in the corner.
Shoulder breaker. She's beginning to flag a little.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
Or does she?
Tied up tight.
Not done yet. Not done yet.
Looks like they're looking for a cloverleaf. Oh, into a backbreaker. Painful.
Distress showing on the face of Xia Li.
Yeah, Lee needs to figure things out.
Oh, my gosh.
Not done yet.
Arm control applied and a
Working the arm and then a kick right to the ribs.
Ah!
She's fighting back.
Yeah, her instincts are taking over.
Oh my God, what a forearm!
Right to the jaw. Crafty way to get out of harm there.
Boom! What an uppercut. Jarring. She will wisely return to the ring now.
What are you gonna do now? You gonna run? Ah!
Beautiful
I timed it.
elbows.
Ah! Spinning back kick, too. Savage knee to the face. Oh, and she got out of there.
What?
Taking it on the mouth.
Cover.
Oh.
She kicks out with authority.
She shows that she's far from finished.
Able to reverse that one.
And Xia escapes danger.
Quick exchange of counters there.
Point of the elbow, nailed it.
Nope.
Targeting the leg.
It's been a while since
This
we used
is not going to
submission.
be good.
I remember,
This
so.
could be it.
This is agonizing. The deathlock is in.
I will.
Looks like they're looking for a cloverleaf.
Into a backbreaker. Fantastic.
There we go. Here we go.
Armbar, leg lock, submission.
Uh-oh, the end is near. No way she...
Yep.
And that's all she wrote.
There we go. Mission done.
Here is your winner, Rowdy Styles!
It's good to have our
Xia Li
old time
walking out
back.
of here tonight, defeated.
She fought like a warrior, but Xia Li just couldn't get it done in the end.
All right, what's next for us? Cheese stuff. Oh no. Hi there, sorry for sending you a message out of blue like this, but I saw you on Cheese Please. Let's see. You had an amazing presence, especially when you were waxing poetic about what? Okay. Name's Alfie Juniper, and let me cut to the chase. I like to represent you. I can't believe I laughed at a stupid pun. Sorry about the cut to the cheese joke. Knew it was dumb for a second. I stand to shoot. Represent me how? I'm sure you have a ton of agents slipping into your DMs, but if you choose to go with me, I can maybe take your Hollywood careers to the next level. TV, movies, maybe even video games. I'm not sure how stock to put in the promises, but I guess it's no harm giving you a try. That's the spirit. But there's something I want you to do. I'd like to send some tapes for your next performance to casting directors. I understand that you're working with a co-star named JC Jane. Really play to the crowd. Show them enthusiasm you have when you were tasting the machango. Maybe rub it into your co-star's face too. Show me some range. Alfie, whatever you say. Excellent. I won't have my people call your people, but I will be in touch soon, directly. Interesting.
Well, if it isn't the internet darling, the captain.
Not just the internet. I feel like everyone is talking about her these days. She's got some serious buzz.
But all the extra attention means more scrutiny. She's going to want to get a big win tonight. Oh.
Going up high with the punch. Ooh, jarring European uppercut.
Ooh, going over the top, all the way to the floor.
Soaring. Senton from the apron.
JCJ just couldn't get out of harm's way there.
Yeah, but too soon to be worried.
They've got their opponent's arm.
Driving a knee into the arm.
Oh, yeah, she's saying, let's go. Bring it.
Come on. What's going on here? Pay attention to your competition.
All right.
All right, she's back in, ready to go.
Are you going to charge me?
And she gets herself out of a precarious position.
Jane has no control here.
Jane is really having trouble with her.
Ah! Ooh, she'd had enough of that.
She adjusts it and reverses it.
Ooh, what a forearm club.
Power from the suplex. She's starting to tire a little.
They've definitely taken their lumps at this point. Their opponent is not messing around.
High risk.
Right to their feet with
On the
an elbow
back.
drop.
Make it painful.
Got it cinched in. This could be it.
Small package driver. Cover. 2 count. Oh, and a kick out. How did she do that?
That sucked all the air out of this place. It looked like a done deal.
I'll wait until this move.
What?
Ducking out of trouble.
Textbook neck breaker.
Oh, the knee takes a big hit.
That unraveled on JC.
Discus lariat. That was nasty.
Oh, look out. It's on now. Oh! Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Slugging away with everything they've got. Bam! Who will break first? That is the question. Ooh.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
JC's in big jeopardy here.
She's gonna try it again. That might end JC's chances.
Not done yet.
Oh, the death lock applied. Submission move.
This is how you punish your opponent.
And one more for the roll.
You can sense
One
what
more
her
for the roll,
intentions
ladies
are
and gentlemen.
here.
One more kick.
Trying to go for it again. We might just be seconds away from the end.
The cover. It's over. All in a nice work.
Here is your winner.
Yes.
Rowdy
JC Jane enraged by this loss.
JC Jane doesn't handle loss well, but I have no doubt she's already thinking about her next steps.
Probably will. Okay. Let's see what our agent says next. Those are going to meet him backstage. Oh, yeah, you are. The performance was... JC was brilliant. Some of it felt kind of silly. That was brilliant. Acting is all about being in touch with your emotions. You totally stole it. I was blown away, I'm sure. Listen, I'm on the edge of booking something big for you. Like big, huge. Please just hold on tight for a while longer, okay? Fine, what I got to lose. Exactly, thank you. You won't regret it. Thanks for covering for me. I've been so busy, I haven't been able to catch the show, but I'm sure you did great. Aw, thanks. Hey, Geneva.
I know you're just here to train, but I gotta ask, what was that about?
What are you talking about?
Your last match? Seemed like some pretty excessive showboating. Not as concerning as when you went all evil floating people on us, but still, doesn't seem like you.
That would be Alfie's doing. This agent who saw the web series and wants to represent me. I told him I'd try a couple things for him in the match so he could try to get me some jobs in Hollywood.
The web series? You mean that cheese-smelling thing you did? Oh, you want me to believe someone saw that and thought you had some sort of potential?
Hey, I was great.
Sure. What's the vibe on this guy? Does he seem legit, or are we talking cheap-looking suits and rental cars?
I've actually never met him in person.
Wow. Ugh, you're killing me here. And definitely getting catfished.
Honestly, you may be right.
Yep.
I've had my suspicions about the guy. So far, no harm done. I'm focusing on my matches regardless, not some probably fake internet poser. That's why I'm here, right? Training for my match?
Just be careful. When whoever it is reveals themselves, I don't want you to get hurt. Don't send him any money.
Of course not.
Good.
Unless his family is in trouble or something and just needs a loan so his aunt can get surgery.
Oh, gosh.
Come on.
Continue the story.
The captain is one of the brightest stars in the company
Rigo really
right
is
now.
motivating us.
I heard she's generating serious Hollywood attention as of late.
Well, Kat needs to make sure not to let all this hype get to her head, or she'll quickly find herself on the wrong end of this match.
Ooh, she responds with a counter.
Uh-oh, this is not going to end well. Nice suplex.
Setting them up for
a fisherman buster.
From the top, axe handle from the middle rope.
Oh, what are they doing here?
All the way out.
Sit out, gourd buster. Tegan gets fended off.
I was like this.
Hooked up. Great power.
Inverted suplex. She's feeling the hurt here.
She's going up.
Top rope here.
To the sky. Twists the arm and a big boot to the guts.
Drop kick hits the mark.
The upper right turnbuckle grab her. Got it. Damn it, ref!
And it's the ref who takes a hit there.
Things might be getting a little
Oh,
out
you
of
deserve
control.
it.
Oh, someone call a dentist.
Now trampling the opposition.
Great counter, impressive ring IQ on display there. Oh, well scouted by Tegan. She re-enters the ring now.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Set up in the corner of the ring. Oh, man, what a strike.
Oh.
She's showing signs of slowing now.
Yeah, but you can't count anyone out yet. This match could still go either way.
Get back here. Leg lariat.
Agility like that is what can set you apart from the rest of the locker room.
Steered clear of that.
Reciprocating the initial reversal.
There we go.
Thankfully, it looks like Cap has abandoned the theatrics of her last match. She's getting down to business with Tegan Nox.
Making use of her advantage to climb the ropes. She's ready to finish this.
Wait, is that a fan who just hopped the barricade?
Looks like that man has some sort of business, but he can't just interrupt the match. Where's security?
And that tackle was a fortuitous turn for Tegan Nox. She's taking advantage of the distraction.
And that's the match.
Whoever that man was, he certainly didn't do Cap any favors here tonight.
We got to get better security.
I got scammed! You fool. Why? Alfie? Why didn't you say you're affiliated with me instead of jumping through the barricade?
What the hell was that?
Hi! Sorry. Alfie Juniper. The Flesh here.
I know who you are, Alfie. Oh, I am shocked to see you exist.
Wow.
What were you thinking interrupting my match? And that security guard almost put you in a local medical facility.
Literally.
Nothing I haven't encountered before. I realized that the director might need to do another take, but I just couldn't help it.
Another take? That's not how this works.
Exactly.
That's not how any of this works. What
Was it
couldn't
the
you help?
Thunderdome era?
I told you, I was on the verge of an incredible opportunity. Although, I may have misspoken a bit.
Why am I not surprised?
I was on the verge of 2 incredible opportunities, and they both came through! How would you like to be in a major motion picture?
By any chance, is your friend shooting this in a garage?
Not at all. I have 2 offers for you, co-starring with 2 top stars. I don't know. Maybe you heard of them. John Cena and Dave Bautista? I think they both spent some time in WWE, if I'm not mistaken.
You're kidding.
Nope.
You're not kidding.
Like I said, I made some calls and used my connections. Trouble is, they both shoot at the same time. So I need your gut reaction. Would you rather star in a blockbuster action movie with Cena, or a quirky indie picture that's destined for award season success with Batista?
I mean, we could go John Cena, but... Wait, didn't we... I don't... Oh, wait, no, that WrestleMania Royal Rumble thing. As much as I want to... Let's go with Batista.
I want to co-star with Batista. I love the fashionable outfits and Dutch angles
Plus,
of
it's
an
an
indie
indie
film.
so that means probably this work.
Perfect! Ah-ha-ha! I think there will be a strong hat component to your wardrobe, too. So you'll dig it. I'll let the casting director know you're in. I'll talk to your people around here, too. I'm sure when I give them my Juniper charm, they won't mind you taking some time off to film.
Alfie, thank you. Gotta admit, I doubted you. But you really came through.
Honestly? I mean, most people doubt me. It's what allows me to be sneaky, like a ninja.
Okay. I don't want to see what happens if we choose Cena, though. That would be interesting. Guess what? What's up? I haven't had a chance to watch Raw yet tonight. Alfie is real, and he's got me in a big freaking movie role. Wait, really? Yep. Wow, congratulations. I start like, now I'm nervous. Should I be nervous? You should be nervous, but you will do great. Just don't go all Hollywood on me, okay? Take some time off, a way to pursue a dream on Hollywood. Don't worry, WWE Universe, I'll be back soon. And Liv is on our side. Now. Oh! It really is him! I can imagine being like a nanny.
First team
Like
to the set.
Dave Bautista's a nanny, and then some robbers come in and beat him up. That would be awesome. The A-lister. 3 months later. I heard an exciting rumor. Word on the street is that after months of shooting that new movie, Ryoko Styles is making her return on Raw tonight. Hi, Regal.
Well, this is certainly new for you. I guess Batista money goes a long way.
I'm hardly there yet. Let's just say I've done a bit of upgrading all around.
I wasn't aware the film came out yet.
No,
Yeah.
but there's been a lot of confidence in the suspicious sandwich based on the dailies.
What?
Well, in any case, we're glad to have
Okay.
you back in action tonight.
Perfect. And I've made some minor edits to my entrance for my surprise return as well. You know, made it more bespoke to me. I'm excited to be back and bring some A-list buzz to Raw.
A-list buzz. Very well.
We already have 1 minute. We're not ready for another. I heard. Just in case. I think there's no sounds. Oh, Zoe Starks. It's Zoe Starks, ladies and gentlemen.
Zoe Stark is here to face a mystery opponent.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, Zoe
Las Vegas, Nevada.
You can
Remember
feel the
Zoe?
anticipation building in the WWE Universe
Guys,
tonight. Who is Zoe facing?
I heard the news
She is
of
focused
WrestleMania
and
being
determined,
in
Michael.
Las Vegas.
Whoever walks
Imagine
through that
Zoe
curtain had
in her
better be ready
hometown,
for a
Las Vegas,
fight.
at WrestleMania. That would be interesting. That would be really good for her.
We're going to
I
find
wonder-
out who Zoe is
Question, who do you
facing
think is gonna be
any
in,
second now.
I know probably it's obviously gonna be Gunther and Dragunov in the men's King of the Ring finals in Raw, but Io and Lyra for the women's. Let me see the entrance. Oh my god!
It's the captain of the silver screen.
You know, now that I think about it, we
and from Washington, D.C.,
America. I almost forgot I put her.
I gotta
put her
hand it to the
in-
Cap. That was quite the arrival, and she looks like $1 million. Hollywood suits her.
Then maybe she ought to take the first bus back.
You want to go, Corey? You want to go, Corey? Oh, I should have put music on. Yup. We're famous. We really are famous. You know, note to self, I should have, when we did the evil storyline, I should have turned on the entrance just to see what what we look like. Oh, we could have skipped the scene though.
It's time for the superstar with the X Factor to dazzle the WWE
It's kind of
universe.
awkward without the music. Then again, maybe I should have made another.
There is so much buzz over Cap's role in her upcoming movie.
All my Hollywood friends are raving about it right now.
Since when do you have Hollywood friends? Now,
Yeah.
Miz doesn't count.
Nonetheless, WWE and Raw is lucky to have the Cap back.
Zoe with the retaliation. Ouch.
Caught her.
She scores big with...
Oh! Rolling elbow finds its mark. Ouch.
Ouch! Literally. Oh, my
Right
leg!
to the knee.
Oh, my Lord.
Put into the corner now.
Ah!
Tackle after shoulder tackle.
Oh dear, this doesn't look good.
That's a free fall.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, damn it.
With the reversal. Ooh, what a forearm club.
Uh-oh.
Half and half suplex. Lights out.
And Stark hung tough, but that looked like it took a toll.
Nope.
Drop kick hits hard, lands harder.
Incoming! Senton from the apron.
Come on.
Bashed right into the post on the outside.
Alright, we're going in.
Whip back into the ring. And now she's looking to go top rope.
Oh, look out. Ooh, man.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
There's
Oh!
the kick.
I'm back! Ow, ow, ow,
Just
ow,
pounding it
ow.
right to the face.
My God.
And that's what we call the Tree of Woe position, folks. And she saw that coming from Zoe.
Brought down with a round.
She's taking
Hollywood.
some big hits
Trust
here.
me.
Yeah, Zoe just got right down to business with that.
Hooked up. Oh, my God, a small package driver.
Zoe wobbling, looking vulnerable.
And a kick.
This could be big. Zoe's in dire straits. Cover.
One.
She picked up the victory. Picked up the victory.
Yay.
Here is your winner,
Back from Hollywood for win.
Naomi Styles.
Zoe Stark tastes defeat.
Yes.
This has to be a difficult loss, but ultimately Zoe Stark was shut down.
It's not something we expected to see, Corey, but Stark will leave here a loser.
It was good. 3 months out and we're good. Well deserved win tonight. I'm pleased to see that even with all the extra top trappings, you're still putting your work in the ring first. It was a great to feel the rush of the WWE Universe again. I can't help but think that something's missing though. I should bring even more of my star power to WWE. If you ask to speak, if you ask, why am I having a hard time spelling out specific? If you have a specific idea, I'm happy to pitch it up with the ladder for you, and I'm happy. I'll bet. If you have a specific idea, I'm happy to pitch it up the ladder for you, and we can see if we can make it happen. Really appreciate the offer, but Alfie's already been making calls, and the set is almost built. What? Does he mean main event? Charlie, you have some nerve. There we go. What the?
Good evening, and welcome to Captive Audience with the best host in WWE and all of Hollywood, me! Ever since I returned to WWE from filming my starring role opposite Dave Bautista in the indie film The Suspicious Sandwich, I've known that I have a special responsibility to share the biggest news and mostest personalities with the whole of the WWE universe in ways that only I can. Strap in, it's gonna be a wild ride. Stay with me after the break, where we'll be talking with the Dark Horse Universal Champion about his meteoric rise and grilling the finest of meats with Otis. Oh, yeah.
And thank you! The Suspicious Sandwich. This summer, no sandwich is above his suspicion. Starring Dave Bautista. Wow. Chelsea Green and Alfie. Captive Audience. Hey Ryoko, don't forget whose genius advice it was to get your own show. You're welcome. Now Ryoko and Michael Cole have something in common. Let's see. We got resilience area running. He's like on time. Let's start with Chelsea.
Oh my goodness. Can I just say I'm such a fan of everything you've got going on?
You certainly can. Do you want an autograph or something?
You're so funny. I don't get autographs. Do you want one?
I'm good. But how can I help you?
I just see everything you're doing. In the ring, you're winning. You're awesome. Outside of the ring, movies, web shows, and that adorable captive audience thing. By the way, I totally got how the title was playing off your nickname. I don't think most people did, but I got it. Anyway, the one thing I think is missing from the whole Cap charismatic universe is me.
No offense, but I'm not really looking for a tag partner right now.
But are you looking for an assistant? You do have a lot going on, and I'd be great at it. I can get you in and take you to all the best spots, snap pics with you on social media, go shopping with you. I mean, that's my specialty.
Wow, that's a lot. But I do have a match in Japan coming up, and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed juggling it all. But it's more work than what you described. I'd be looking for someone who could help arrange travel, maybe do a little research on some guests for Captive Audience, answer some basic publicity requests and emails, that sort of stuff. Probably not your thing.
Are you kidding me? I love buying plane tickets and digging up dirt on your guests. Sign me up. Plus, I'm on my phone all the time. Could this be more perfect?
You know, the funny part is about the plane tickets. When she said the plane tickets, in this. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry with the stuttering. Everyone remember that one tweet where Chelsea got kicked out of a hotel? Let's hope she's not booking that hotel again. Unless she is, and then she said, "Hey, I got Ryoko here. She is, I am her assistant. And guess what? You better not kick her out like you kick me out. Otherwise, you get called out. Literally.
It would be great to have some help. I've got a match against Dakota Kai, and with all this on my plate, I've barely had time to get to the gym. Maybe it's worth a try.
Yes, tell me what I can do.
I'll give you a list and see what you can tackle. Oh, and I'm sorry, but I do have some ring gear at the dry cleaners, and it'd be great if you could grab that.
So cliche. I love it. Send me everything, not a problem. And you get yourself to the gym, boss.
Assistants. Our first story.
And just looking into her eyes, you can see that she's as focused as ever for this one.
Keeping her head on a swivel and her eyes on the prize. That's what this business is all about, Cole.
She knows just how important a win in this one could be, and she's going to keep that in mind here.
But Dakota Kai's fighting spirit will not be extinguished. Despite her stature, Kai has proven time and time again that she has the ability to even take down opponents twice her size. So she's more than ready to get this show on the road.
Right across the knee. Heel hook locked in. This is painful.
Kick lands.
Hooked up.
There's a small package driver.
And into the count. 2, just after 2.
If she keeps the pressure on, the next one might do it.
Kai's bordering on a loss. We could be close to an end.
Yeah, we will.
This can't bode well.
This looks bad for Kai.
Makes the cover.
And now that'll do it, folks.
That was a bad squash match. Sorry, Dakota.
And it's Dakota Kai who will be walking out the loser in this one.
Look at the anger and frustration on the face of Dakota Kai.
Yes.
Dakota thought it was going to be easier than it was, but
so
wow,
easily.
was she wrong.
That was a quick one. That was kind of a long loading. I could have talked a lot. What's that? Wait. I want to know what's on that schedule. To be honest.
Have such a great time in Japan. I'm feeling so good about this trip for you.
Thanks. I have to admit, it was nice to fully focus on training. I felt better facing Dakota Kai than I have in a while. And I can't remember the last time I got to the airport this relaxed. Do you have my flight info?
So glad to be of service. Flight info, fun wrinkle.
Huh?
Apparently, it's a whole different day in Japan right now. Who knew? Anyways, time zones are really confusing and your flight's not for another 8 hours. But no worries. You're here now, and we have a car there to take you straight from the airport to the Japan Dome for your match.
Don't you mean the Tokyo Dome?
I don't even get to check into my hotel first? That's a long flight, Chelsea.
There won't be any time for that. It's already tomorrow there. Crazy, right? Anyway, good news is I got you into the absolute best sushi restaurant in Tokyo after your match. You're welcome.
I'm sure it'll be great, assuming I'm not too tired and can still eat solid foods.
You're in luck.
Oh, boy.
They have amazing soups. You'll love it. And since you'll be gone for a bit, I should totally have time to grab that dry cleaning before you get back.
Thanks. And please do.
Typical. Ohio. Wait a minute. What time? Wait, what time is it now? My head and legs are hurt. Also, what time is it? It is at least 5:30 a.m. in Japan. Wow. Nope. Is on without. Honestly, it's odd without the commentators now. Oh, my leg. Oh. No. Oh. It's a good thing she's not a submission specialist. Unless I didn't know. Yeah. Yes. Take care of the arm. Take care of the arm. One. Alright. I'm getting there. Oh wow, me and ER are both taking damage. What the? Man. Wait! Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? My head is red. Now make your head red. Now it's red. Hiya! One more try. Hiya! Well, we're gonna settle this in finisher mode. Yep. Oh, what? I want the stage. Can we? Are we able to unlock the stage? We should unlock that stage. We should. We gotta get that stage. If they won't let us give that stage, there will be a problem. How did it go? Was it absolutely amazing? I was exhausted from a match, Chelsea. I meant the sushi place. Is it amazing? It was before I fell asleep on the table, but thanks. You got my dry cleaning, right? My gear ripped during the match, so I really need the other set back. Not yet. You got me doing so much. It's crazy. But I figured out the best solution so I won't be so overwhelmed. I hired my own assistant. And I already added her to this chat. Oh no. If you need Chelsea to do anything for you, feel free to shoot me an email. I'll make sure she gets it. So we're excited to join the team. We should talk about this when I get back, Chelsea. Totally. Let's see if you know who to let me know, and I'll put a combo on the Bucks. But for now, I'm setting up your next opponent. Who you want to face? Cora J, Indy Hartwell, Lisa Dawn, or JC Jane? All of them, actually. I took the liberty of putting in requests from each of them so you could decide. Interesting. Let's go with Indy. I'm feeling Indy Hartwell. Great, good luck. Alright. Time for our match against Indy Hartwell. We're going to be back on Raw or in Japan. We're still in Japan. Raw.
We've got some unexpected chaos as 4 women all showed up scheduled to face Kat, who is expecting a singles match.
Nice of WWE to change this to a battle royal so no one has to go home disappointed.
That still doesn't explain why Kat's in street clothes. Something's clearly off with her, and she better hope it doesn't carry over into the ring.
They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down, and stop right to the hand. You gotta wonder if there's more animosity in this match than we previously thought.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
Placed in the corner.
Getting ready to send one over.
Elbow right to the nose.
Oh my gosh.
Kick.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover. Had that one scouted. Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. She's starting to look concerned.
Yeah, but she clearly has just as much of a chance to come out on top of this battle royal as anyone else here.
From behind. Back suplex.
Oh my god. Well, at least we took care of that.
Slips out of the way there. What reflexes?
Oh! I didn't know that was a counter.
Oh man.
Looks like an elimination is underway.
JC Jane has been eliminated.
Indy setting it up.
That'll hurt. DDT.
Oh, what a clothesline.
She's pushed into the corner.
Oh, stiff uppercut. Coming in hot.
Indy Hartwell has been eliminated.
Look at her, taking in all the energy from the crowd.
Clothesline. Off with their head.
No.
Jade with good timing on the reversal. Reigns down an elbow in retaliation. Float over.
Ooh.
Nice DDT.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. I won with heels and a skirt and a glasses. And yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Just wow. A tremendous win in this match.
This win might have put her ahead of the pack.
She certainly
Now I'm
grabbed
going
the
to go and beat up
spotlight with this
Tiffany
victory.
and Chelsea Green. Please let this be a no DQ. So I can hit both of them with weapons. Any second now.
You mother. You have some nerve. You have some nerve.
So glad you're here. We never discussed my benefits package. PTO, 401k.
Yeah, you got 401k butt whooping.
Yeah, we'll get right on that. After we discuss how you and Tiffany totally screwed up and never canceled a single one of my opponents.
Exactly.
You expected us to do that? I think Tiffany pretty clearly said you can cancel the one you don't need.
Are you serious? You and your assistant, which is crazy by the way, but whatever, are supposed to be making my life easier, not making me look incompetent. I didn't even have my gear. It was still at the dry cleaners.
Do you hear yourself right now? I really don't like this energy. You're coming in with a lot of attitude and totally talking to me like a subordinate. What's that about?
You are a subordinate.
Okay, that's it. These working conditions are unacceptable. My assistant and I are on strike.
You better wish you got Piper Niven in your corner, because I'm about to rip both of you in shreds.
Oh, I'll strike you. That's what's gonna happen.
Damn right.
Threatening striking workers with violence? Pretty sure that's legally protected, and beside that, not cool. But I don't think we have any other recourse than to teach you a lesson. In the ring.
Good.
I'd tell you to name the time and place, but I'm fairly sure you'd find a way to screw that up. So how about we just say Raw next week?
I'll check with Tiffany to make sure that works for my schedule, but fine.
You want to get it now? Oh.
Hey, you just sent an email to your assistant and she responded with a number of choice of words, a few of which I had to actually look up, and I'm really sorry I did. It might be a time to let her go. A step ahead of you. Actually taking on both Chelsea and Tiffany next week on Raw. And I thought Hollywood firings were brutal. 2-on-1, you want me to see if I can help you find a partner? I'm pretty sure I can handle them, but if you actually happen to know anyone, after what they put me through, it wouldn't be terrible to have some actual help. I actually have an idea. Let's make a call. Oh. Who is it? Who am I teaming up with?
These two former assistants used to roll calls, and now they're trying to roll their ex-boss. I'd expect executive-level chaos.
But Cass relied on her
Stacey
Hollywood
Keibler? Okay.
to recruit WWE Hall of Famer Stacey Keibler to join her enterprise. That's quite the merger.
Well, let's see if there are more HR complaints or ER visits before this one's over.
Shot right to the midsection.
Oh, yeah.
That chemistry you cannot teach.
You have to admit, that was a smart bit of offense, cutting their opponent down to size like that. Running clothesline. And Chelsea Green's focus being tested there.
Yeah, very motivated Stacey in front of us.
Stupid.
Face first. Gosh. There's a Russian leg sweep. Just raining down punches. Just never had a chance to block any of those. From way up top and down. Oh, what a knee. Great presence of mind by Chelsea Green.
She flips it back on her. Uncorks a thunderous chop.
Bruising attack to the stomach. Hairpole mat slam. Talk about rocking the jaw.
Stupid.
Time for her to go home.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
She gets a quick kick out there.
Well, she thought she saw a chance to gain the fall, but obviously was mistaken.
Just brutalizing her opponent here.
Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught.
Drop toe hold. Debilitating attack on the leg.
Oh, raking the back. That's nasty.
It goes without saying that there's a certain disdain for your opponent when you pull off something like that.
No, you don't.
Check your face after that one.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
And she dodged that one nicely.
Countered it just in time. Oh man, by the hair. Hair whip. I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that. From the top, through the air, and connects.
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
Oh, perfect kick. Throws her back in from ringside.
Intimidation or confidence from Stacy?
Oh, what a kick. Chelsea must be phased after this string of action.
We're seeing a smothering offense from Stacy here.
Come on. Come on.
Stacy Keibler reminding the WWE Universe why she's her and they're, well, them.
Another.
One for good measure. Places her right in the corner.
Intimidation or confidence from Stacy?
Come on. Come on. Come on, Chelsea.
And Stacy is really playing it up for the WWE Universe. A well-timed dodge. Disrupts the attack with an elbow to the gut.
Oh, Stacy about to end this fight.
And Stacy is really playing it up for the WWE Universe.
Oh, man. Well, this is the end of Chelsea. Come on.
Oh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Able to beat Chelsea to the punch. Using the hair to drag their opponent down. Oh, no. Look at this.
Yeah.
And pulling the arms up and torturing their opponent.
Come on.
Got the tag. Got the tag. Roundhouse kick.
Nothing Stratton can do now. Tag is made.
What? Double underhook applied. Butterfly suplex. Headed to the top now. Scott.
No TV time.
She
Are you
certainly
serious?
took a chance there. High risk with no reward.
Here's her tag.
Chelsea had that well scouted. Look at this, going counter for counter. Point of the elbow finds the mark.
Come on.
And she is
Come on.
feeling the electricity from the crowd now.
Caught with a clothesline.
Whoa! Drop kick all the way to the outside. Elbow throw, saying not today.
Nope.
Hooked in. Oh my God, a small package driver.
You know what?
Chelsea's out of it, completely in peril.
She met Chelsea's pulled in.
This spells trouble for Chelsea.
Scratching and clawing, this could be it. Win, a big win. That took a huge effort.
Perfect.
Your winners, Stacy Keibler and Romy.
I really do want to like see like
Two great superstars
what
that
the
go
entrances
great
are
together,
on
and
because
that win is
unfortunately
These two looking like a force to be reckoned
so
with
good.
in the women's tag team division.
That's crazy. We got Stacy Keibler. That's really interesting. I think that's it for the challenge. Is it? Wait for it. It is assistants. We got a challenge from Tom. We got one from Alfie. Thanks for the action. Love an excuse to get back in the ring. And catch up with Alfie. Love that guy. I wish you the best in finding an exceptional assistant. The good ones are truly worth their weight in gold. Looking forward to crossing paths again in the near future. Let's focus on aerial running for now. And I guess... Is today's Tuesday? Hold on. It is. So I guess next week... Next week we're gonna go back. We'll start with... WrestleMania 14. Oh! Classics WrestleMania 17. Oh. Women's softball. We finally found out what's on the schedule. Anyway. Yeah. We're gonna end up here. Well. I don't know how, but I gotta log off of Team Elements for some odd reason. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. With that done, next time we continue off the Hollywood story. And until then, thank you guys so much for joining. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. And I'll see you all on Friday for Yakuza 0. Until then, everyone take care. And I hope everyone has a good day. That's about it. Thank you guys for joining. and bye.